All right, we back, Motor Sports Talk. Appreciate everybody for checking in. And did you know Jamal Agnew received the most All-Pro votes of any Detroit Lions through the 2019 season? Kenny Galloday only received one vote. No other Lions received a vote. So let's talk about it, man. Appreciate everybody for tapping back in. And right then and there, when you don't have nothing but one Pro Bowler in Darius Slay, and then you have a combined 3 All-Pro votes, 2 for a return man in Agnew that most people want to get rid of. He had 2 return touchdowns this year, 1 versus Philly, and he had 1 later on in the year as well too. And he might have had more. I'm just the ones I could think of. And a lot of people are ready to get rid of him because he ain't a good corner. He's supposed to be a nickel, and the nickel corner is an acquired taste. I mean, you gotta be really good in your technique and laterally good, because that's a every way go. You know, they can run a jet sweep from behind. They can go to the left. They can go to the right. They can go deep. And when you play outside, you really got the out of lines boundary to be like your unofficial 12th man. But as a return man, I mean, we really ain't had a lot of good ones, man. And if they are good, they good for a short amount of time. So you know those 2 returns might have saved his career. But Kenny Galloday, I think, the one I want to put emphasis more on. I just think he one of the dudes, other than the team in the win-loss column and the general manager and just the overall record, I think as a player, he solely missed out on an All-Pro, Pro Bowl year without Matthew Stafford going down. I think with Stafford healthy, he might even almost got about 20 touchdowns. You know what I'm saying? That's how effective he was. He might have got a dub. He ended up with 11, league high. And, he still was balling with Blog and Driscoll in there. So I think it was a season miss. I think he, more than any player on the team, individual player, I think he felt the impact of Matthew Stafford leaving the most, man. And, he got to just work hard again this summer and get better. And he gonna creep up into that top 5 place. He gonna creep up in that top 5 for sure. I'm telling you, he might be one of the better receivers, man. The Lions smart. They'll lock him up this season, man. But other than that, man, when you talk about the Lions need everything, and I'm going through the comment section when I can, when you talk about the Lions need everything, this shows you more than anything. This is proof. You got 1 Pro Bowler and 3 combined All-Pro votes. That just shows you that this team is depleted of talent and it's ready to be rebuilt. They got a lot of cap room, and it's ready to go. Now, do I think they got more than 1 Pro Bowler and 3 All-Pro votes? Yes. The guys that are really good, Darius Slay, which they're gonna get rid of, and not Marvin Jones, but Kenny Galloday are their best players. Obviously, Stafford was on the Pro Bowl type of onslaught to begin with, but they wasn't winning with Stafford. But they got a couple players to build around, but this team is depleted of talent and it's ready to be rebuilt. If you want to move down and take a Jerry Jeudy, move down and take a Jerry Jeudy. It's not a right or wrong thing to do here. When you're that high in the draft, you can't draft best. You can't draft need. You have to draft the best available player, man, that can help your franchise. These dudes are starting over. You know what I'm saying? Even if they would have had Stafford the whole year, they still probably would have ended up with 1 Pro Bowl receiver, 2 Pro Bowlers at the most, Galloday and Slay. And I think if Galloday really would have got close to 20 touchdowns, he would have been an All-Pro guy. But All-Pro, that's by popularity. Galloday he for sure was one of the top 10 or 8 receivers this year. Especially with Matthew Stafford, you could make a case he can creep into the top 5, but you got to put years of clouding in, for that, man. But at the end of the day, that just shows you the lack of Pro Bowlers and the lack of All-Pros and All-Pro votes. This shows you this team is really starting over from the bottom, man, and ain't no shame about it. Hopefully they can rebuild it the right way with a strong foundation. And you start with a strong foundation by taking the best available talent, building in the trenches and building on out. But I just got a feeling that Bob Quinn, contrary to what he's saying, he's going to rush build this, knowing that his job on the line. But it is what it is, man. Let me know what you think about it. But shout out to Agnew for leading the Lions in Pro Bowl voting. And he also probably lead the Lions in votes that people want to get rid of him. But hey, I think he's still solid, man, as a returner. But don't forget, we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out to the email if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video request. Appreciate the love, support. Don't forget to check out the channel out, Goodfellas Sports TV. More sports, music, news, entertainment. Appreciate the love, support. We gone.